On this video, I'm gonna share with you my 5 biggest mistakes that brand new agents make, and I'll share with you how you should be avoiding them. If you don't know who I am, my name is Oleg. I started as a real estate agent in 2017, and then every single year I've doubled my production. And this year, 2025, our brokerage will be selling probably 750 deals. So I've been growing as a brand new agent, and I've seen brand new agents grow. So here's my 5 top mistakes that newer agents make. So number 1 is going to be not prospecting enough. You think that a call here and there, maybe once a week, or maybe one video a week is good enough, and it's not. I usually compare that as when you go into the gym and you do 10 push-ups, and then in 5 days you do 10 push-ups again, and then in 5 days you do 8 push-ups again. You're not going to see results in months, but if you do 20 push-ups every single day, you might see result in a couple of weeks. So the amount of action you need to take is very important. You have to be doing content, calls, messages, emails, potentially seminars constantly, even if you're busy. Because that's one of the biggest mistakes. When agents get busy, they think, oh, so I'm busy right now, and they forget about lead generation, and then they put these deals on the contracts, they close them, and then they're like, oh, my pipeline is dry again. You need to focus on lead generation. This is the most important activity. You are a marketer, realtor. So you need to be looking for a new client nonstop. Number 2 is wasting money on the wrong marketing. My idea is like this. Your activities should be building on top of what you already have. First of all, you're gonna be reaching out to people that you already know, that know you, your friends, your family, your colleagues, people that trust you, know you, and can do business with you. Chances are this is your first client, somebody like that. And you're not gonna be spending money on newspapers, on billboards, on TV ads, on mailers to strangers. You're gonna waste money. You need to be spending time on marketing to those people, number 1. And then you're gonna be leveraging your current client to reach out to their friends and people that they know. That's the right way to spend money. And in the beginning, you really don't need to spend money. You need to spend a lot of time and a lot of sweat equity in order to grow. So number 2 is spending money on the wrong marketing is a big mistake. Number 3, poor time management. What I mean by that is you are designing your website, you're working on your business cards, you are designing your room for perfect content, visual, you're designing some fonts for your post, you're doing all that stupid stuff that doesn't produce results. What you need to really be doing is picking up the phone early in the morning and calling some of your friends and people that you already know and just chatting with them. And real estate will come up here and there in the conversations. And if you post news, updates, different hot properties on social media, people will be just asking you questions because they were seeing that, and now they're asking, hey, how's it been? I saw you in real estate, so how's everything? And they will be leading that real estate conversation by themselves. You don't even have to go there. They'll take you there. So if you focus on the right activities, you will have room for everything else. It's like, you know, this saying, when you have a bucket and then you have big rocks, then you have smaller rocks, then you have sand, you have water. If you put big rocks, smaller, sand, and water in the right order, everything will fit. Once you start pouring water, putting sand, and then small rocks, big rocks, there's no room for them. That's how you should be focusing on the big rocks early in the morning and blocking your time around it. So if you're making calls, if you have content to make, you don't do other things. When somebody wants to chat with you and you know that that's somebody who's not really going to be a client, they out of a different state, potentially they want to meet with you, or just phone call and then spend your time, and you really understand that this is not going to be leading anywhere into a transaction or a relationship that will be producing clients. It's going to be just a waste of time, so don't do it. Protect your time. Number 4 would be ignoring follow-up. A lot of agents want new lead and convert it right now, but the money is in the follow-up. That's where most of my great listings came from, most of my sales came from. You get somebody reach out to you that they want to buy or sell, they don't do the business right away. They might have reached out to a couple agents, but then they only transact with one. That one will be the one who follows up the most. And you need to learn of subtle, gentle, but still constant way of following up through different channels. Sometimes it's an email, sometimes it's social media, sometimes it's going to be a call here and there, just a reminder. And I've done a lot of business by just making a call call to a prospect, to a potential client, and just chatting, just learning what stage of this whole buying process they're in. And throughout the conversation, we're like, yeah, you know what? Let's do it. And sometimes it happens just because I made another call. And sometimes I've been following up for 2.5 years to list that property. And I'm actually following up with a couple clients right now for a long time. It's going to work out. You just have to keep following up. But everybody wants a lead now and close the lead now. But the money is in when you're constantly following up nonstop. And the fifth one is this. It's a social media. A lot of agents don't use it still. But if you look at the top agents, they all use social media. I remember in 2018, I was looking at what should I be doing in order to sell a lot of homes. And I was looking at top producers and I was saying, this one is not cold calling. So probably cold calling on its own is not going to guarantee that I will be a top producer. This guy doesn't do open houses. So maybe just doing open house is not going to guarantee, that I'm going to be successful. But what do they do that's in common? And it was social media. You don't have to do it. You're going to be okay if you do other ways of generating leads, calls, networking events. Maybe you're going to do a seminar. Maybe you're just going to network with people that you know, and you're going to be just fine. But you're going to be leaving a lot of money on the table if you don't use social media. Social media is like steroids. And I think it's a huge mistake. The sooner you get through that challenge of being on a camera, that fear, it's really not that hard. As soon as you get through it, the world of opportunities just opens up and a lot of people know about you, and then you learn how to be great at marketing and using social media to generate a lot of business. As a real estate agent, I grew really fast by using social media, and now as owner of a brokerage, we're growing fast using social media. So use it to your advantage. So here's my 5 mistakes. Make sure you don't do them. I'll see you soon.